Yeah, he's not even worth 130.
Well, you are trying to sell Nicholas Jackson for 100 million. So, like, I mean, I don't know what is right in this market. I'm sorry, but you
This,
don't get to sit here and tell me that 130 million for Isak is overpriced. But you're trying to sell Nicholas fucking Jackson for 100 million. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Kicks and Cup podcast, a podcast that unites checkered flags and offside flags. Joining me today is Shakuni, Neil, and we are talking about Premier League Game Week 2. Hand him over! Isak Darby!
Mhm.
But that
ईसा का
is
नया बाप और
that is going to be the last segment because we saved the best for the last. We'll start with the game that not a lot of people cared about, except my husband, Chelsea and West Ham.
nice show by the kids.
Yeah, este
Inshallah,
wow.
What?
kids played well.
Este
Okay.
wow.
Yep. I don't. He was named man of the match.
Yeah. Good on Chelsea to get that win without Palmer. And a minute silence for everybody's FPL teams.
Mhm. Same. I also
By
have.
all of us.
Just FYI, I have banged the most on Salah, Words, and Palmer. All the three are not giving me any points.
Salah
Salah,
got
thoda
assist.
points deta hai.
Salah got an
Yeah, Salah
assist.
got an yeah, but I mean, not the Salah that we know of,
Yeah,
right?
you should change words to like
Gakpo.
either get Semenyo, or if you want somebody from Liverpool, then get Gakpo. Gakpo's mad returns this year.
Yeah,
his
Gakpo is doing
his
good.
partnership with Ekitike is amazing. But we'll get to Liverpool. I mean, I'm so excited to talk about
Mhm.
Liverpool. Anything else you want to say about Chelsea and West Ham?
Chelsea game.
I
Yeah,
think I
Jean
think
Pedro.
the first manager to get fired is very tight between Amorim, Potter, and Nuno apparently.
Nuno, though, because of his relationship with the owner. No?
I mean,
With
if
Amorim
firing
is
is a
not getting fired.
firing. We are not discussing the what, why, when, how. We are not doing 4W1H analysis. It's just a firing, but it is
I don't think
probably.
Amorim is getting fired. There's no chance Amorim is fired.
Oh my god, I don't want him to get fired because, oh, can you imagine the amount of tears I will get to enjoy because United lose and Liverpool win?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, speaking of those tears, let's talk about it. United versus Fulham. Actually,
I
Fulham versus United, it was at Craven Cottage.
I think the team needs some time. I think by game week 5 or 6, we will probably see a better United.
I think the team and the fans and everybody is falling to this thing of like what Amorim is a good, I don't know about whether or not he's a good manager, he's a good salesman. He's selling them hope. We will
No,
get
no,
better.
not that. No. I don't have any like. I'm not saying on the basis of Amorim. I'm saying on the basis of how United played. How like in both the matches you can see that there is at least improvement from last season. They are not as pathetic as they were last season. I think
Currently
with
they are
some time they
as
would do better.
currently they are 16, so I would say they are worse than
Mhm.
last season.
No, still
Two
start of the
matches.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, still start of the season.
They also scored from a set piece, which I mean I don't have a problem with, but it's like crazy to me that they have a 200 million plus new
Forward line.
attack. Like Brian Buemo and Matheus Cunha in their respective ex teams would have bagged the copious number of points. Like I have legitimately lost two options to get into my FPL team because they've gone to fucking Manchester United. That's why I am pissed. Like last year was so good. I had two teams. One team was Semenyo, the other team was Buemo. Like I finished top two. Both my teams were top two. It didn't matter which one. It was like I was going to finish 1-2 either way.
Mhm.
And now I don't have that option because. So, the question I wanted to ask about United was what is going to run out first? The belief of players saying that I can change United, like United's pull or United's poor performance, and then they actually go on to have a good run.
Poor performance. Poor performance.
Maybe the manager has to go, but which manager will come to such a
This is what
disastrous?
I'm saying. Like, you don't get a fancy manager when your basic problem in Manchester United is not the talent or the manager, it's the fucking culture of the club. Like, this
No,
arrogance of
I
we are fucking Manchester United, and like it gets to the heads of people, and then they don't do anything, and they gave everybody silly wages. They keep throwing money on everybody. That every single time a manager comes in, a manager cannot get results until he has his own players. Like Klopp did not get results immediately, but like we could see progress being made.
so that's the reason why I'm saying, like, I genuinely see progress in how the team is playing, how they are turning up, how they are at least trying to counter attack, which in the past seasons it would have been that Manchester United trying to counter attack would get them a goal. So
But Shakuni,
that's not happening.
there's nothing like there's no individual brilliance. Also, Bruno missed a fucking penalty, bro.
It's
Because
okay.
he got shoved by the referee.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Wow,
okay. It
what
happens. It's fine.
excuses.
No, see, okay, so like in Bruno's defense, what I will say is this: like, I fucking hate Bruno Fernandes. Okay, I think he cries way too much. He milks every tackle like anything. I have zero respect for him. Like, he's a United player. I don't care about him, but like it still felt a little bit out of character for Bruno to be like this entitled piece of shit, being like, you have to apologize to me, like the referee did that, and like we're not realizing, like it's more evident for Liverpool, but again, like Bruno was Portuguese. Bruno is Portuguese. They literally played with Diogo Jota in the Nations League final. They won that trophy. Like it's not as evident. Like even for Liverpool players, other than Salah standing there in front of the cop and literally crying, is like the first kind of real, very public show of emotion that we've seen. And yeah, we've seen Ruben Neves being with the family and wo sab kuch hai, but like it's affecting everybody. So I'm not going to give him too much stick, or like
No,
at
but
least I will give
I
him
think
benefit of the doubt. But like you literally have Cunha and Buemo, and like there are other people who can take penalties. Like why are you not doing that? Like last year I could understand. Would you rather Zirkzee or Hoyland take a penalty or Bruno Fernandes? Of course Bruno Fernandes. Right. But now you have options. Like Buemo, give it to Buemo. Like if Arsenal can disrespect Saka and give their penalties to Gyökeres, I'm sorry, United can say, Bruno, just take it a little bit easy and give him to Brian Buemo. Wasn't he the penalty taker for Brentford last season?
Yeah,
And Cunha was also for Wolves. You
Wolves.
literally
yeah.
have two set piece like penalty takers. Like why not doing that?
Because Bruno is the captain. He decides.
No, I get it. Bruno is the
I mean,
captain.
the manager decides, but like,
Yeah,
of
I
course,
think the manager decides more than Bruno. I think it's Amorim.
Yeah, and also like Manchester United fans like slagging off Bruno. I'm sorry, if he wasn't there in your team last season, you would be fucking playing in championship. Like,
Yeah.
lay off the guy. I hate him. I don't like him. But like, just give it a rest. You're thinking
I think
about
that
cashing in like 100 million.
that entire penalty, like that segment, like those 5 minutes was very weird. Like the ref being an ass, and then
But like, I don't think there was any malice in the ref. Like
That was a
there
mistake.
he was just
Yeah.
genuinely bumped into him. There was no malice. He wasn't trying to get in his head. Not like the ref is a Fulham fan. Like who is Manchester United threatening in the top six? Like who's scared of Manchester United? Nobody is. Like on paper their signings look good, but they're not able to do anything.
Let's go to
The Manchester
the.
team
May this
definitely not
form
doing well.
continue. May this form continue.
And I see
Let's
this
go to Man City
good
now.
team. Yes, another Manchester shit show.
Yes.
What has happened to Pep, man? I don't know. I don't get it.
Dude,
Like-
Pep is getting old. Like that's it. He's been figured out.
I don't think it's more so to figure it out. I think it's
He's
possible
tired.
with-
He's
Yeah.
just-
He
possible.
misses Klopp.
I don't see that passion also. I don't see that like that Pep passion where he's
Yeah, because
gets
Klopp
literally
has
at the
left.
sideline.
Because Klopp has left.
probably he needs a
He
a
needs
proper
a nemesis.
challenger.
He
Yeah,
needs
nemesis.
a proper challenger. And like maybe Arne Slot could be that, but the thing that was beautiful about Pep and Klopp was that we saw like the second phase of that rivalry in the Premier League. Like it had already happened in Bundesliga. Like they already had a relationship, and I don't think Arne Slot ke saath he would have that relationship. Also, Arne Slot is Dutch. They are like very calm, quiet people, very straightforward. They will tell you to your face your shit. Like they are very. We all know Max Verstappen, so. Like I don't think that relationship form. I'm not saying that Arne Slot or Pep Guardiola are disrespectful towards each other, and I also think that like that thing was so special that Pep wouldn't want to give that place to anybody else. Like he should have retired when Klopp retired, or like 1 year after that. Like last season should have been.
Yeah, like Wenger and Staff, maybe.
Yeah, he
Sort of like Wenger and Staff.
literally feels like it's the start of the old Wenger, last of Wenger years.
But anyway, like Tottenham is their bogey team.
Yeah.
Let's
That
not
is also
read into
fucking
it
true.
too much.
That is also
Yeah,
true.
because they looked very good against Wolves. And like
Wolves.
even on the watch along, I said the exact same thing. Like they looked so good against Wolves, and then this game, I know they lost, but like it's their bogey team. Like they always have a shit result against Tottenham.
Yeah, it's not just
Tottenham
last
was the
season.
kryptonite to Manchester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been like if Manchester City are Superman, then Tottenham is kryptonite. So
I wouldn't read too much into it. Let's see other games.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll wait until they play like they in the first 5-6 weeks they are going to play United and I'm sorry, Arsenal. Let's talk. Arsenal is more respectable in that terms. Like I'm not expecting anything from Manchester United. My only hope is that at least one or two teams who have been recently promoted stay back, so that there is a real threat for Manchester United to get relegated, and it would make me so happy.
Sunderland won the first game, then lost the second game, so don't really know what's going to happen with Sunderland.
I know
But they have
for sure
nice
that
start with
Leeds
the rival.
won't. I think the Leeds team was okay. Let's talk about it. Arsenal versus Leeds. The Delulu train has arrived.
Batman scored. Batman or whatever that is.
Reverse Bruce Wayne. What is the name of Tom Hardy? What's the name of Tom Hardy's character? Bane.
Bane.
Bane. Flesh mask Bane. Oh, sounds dirty. Chodo. Jogger has scored. 60% goals scored from set pieces, but hey, goal is a goal. So.
Yep.
And also, to be very honest, like if the amount they have paid for Gio Perez, him coming out and doing that hairstyle to mimic everyone, I'm like, bro, जितना तेरे को मिला हैट्रिक मारना, हिम्मत है तो हैट्रिक मारना.
To somehow equate this performance against a recently promoted side, which was so open, like the defense was so shambolic, and it still took them a set piece to score their opening goal. Like, okay, Arsenal, you, of course, you're allowed to back your team, but man, the claims that you will see from like not even like I'm not even at this time I'm not even talking about AFTV because that is like they are crazy people, but I don't.
Normal.
Neil, did you get time to watch that video link that I sent you?
No.
Oh, the first 3.5 minutes, this guy goes on and on about how Arsenal is going to destroy Liverpool at Anfield. Do you know the last time they won at Anfield?
Probably like
The-
2000.
Yeah, I think
2014. Their manager was still at Everton. He was a player at Everton. The last time
Actually,
Arsenal
2014.
won at
It's not too
Anfield.
long ago.
It was a decade ago.
Like I went way back now. 2000.
No, no, you
Dave
could have
was
said 2014. We didn't know which number you were going to say after
No, I
2000.
was like 2000, 2001.
when he said 2000s, I understood like he meant Henri era.
Technically, this is also the 2000s because it is
Mhm.
2020.
Yeah, I mean, if I want to say 2060, that will still be the 2000s. That
2000s
doesn't
only.
change.
Yeah. I'm letting you get away with it on a technicality because we're
Yeah.
shitting on Arsenal. But yeah, look, we are not the best defensively, but there is no way that they beat us at Anfield. Worst case
I
scenario, it's a draw. Best case scenario, we win.
But isn't Saka injured again? I read somewhere
Yeah,
that
Yep.
Saka is
but
injured.
they have Eze now, who they will again play out of position. He will play left wing, and Noni fucking Madueke is going to start on right wing.
Oh, you should be scared of him.
I am so scared. Like
Of
VVD is
Noni
scared.
Madueke.
Imagine, he's only stopped Erling fucking Haaland to ever score a goal at Anfield. What is he going to do against Victor Gyokeres?
Gluck, gluck.
So
I read somewhere that Victor Gyökeres, all the goals that he has scored, he has only scored, I think, 10 or 12, like a proper goal that he has made.
No,
Rest
he scored like
majority,
18 penalties last season. 18, 1-8.
yeah,
yeah.
so out of his like 57 something goals, I think 18 of them were penalty goals, and majority of his goals, I think, except 3 or 4 goals, majority of them were against the bottom dwelling teams,
Yeah.
bottom half teams of the
Bottom half.
Portuguese league.
Again, I have another question. Why did Arsenal face me?
No, listen, man, I'm not going to sit here and say that like he's going to be a flop or some shit like that. Like he will score goals. Like literally
Yeah, he
last
will score
season,
goals because you still have to play the bottom half, right?
yeah,
So he will score the
he will
goals.
play the they will play the bottom half.
Yeah.
True.
So I mean, he scored what two? He scored a brace last game, right, against Leeds, which was
against
very newly
Leeds.
promoted. So think of two more brace, or maybe let's take a brace and a hat
Yeah.
trick, one more. He's already reached what 7 goals already, like just in 3 games. And these Arsenal fans will then dick right because oh my god, he has scored 7 goals.
Yep. That's what's gonna happen.
He just needs like if that happens, he just needs what 3 more goals against anyone to reach first season double digits. Like I mean,
Yeah.
it's not something you expect from such a heavily paid striker. That's
I mean, between the whole Sesko versus Jokeres of it all, like everybody's forgotten how good Ekitike has been for us, and everybody laughed.
Ekitike has been very good for you guys.
Everybody laughed that we overpaid for him, and Newcastle were like we played 4D chess with Liverpool, and everybody else was like you're getting another Nunes, and man, I wish Nunes played like this. Fucking hell, we would have won.
A lot of money could have been saved.
A lot of money could have been saved. we would have won more titles. Like Klopp's last season, we would have won. We would have won the title if Nunes was that good. Oh, but look out! Think about how many more assists Salah would have if Nunes played like this. Come
Yeah.
on, man! He would have at least 15 more assists.
You sold Nunes, right? To Al Hilal, I guess.
Yeah, he's in Saudi now.
Cool. Let us
So, okay, Arsenal,
go into the
bring
main
it to
event.
bring it to Anfield. We are not scared of you. We will see. We will see. Okay, then let's go to Liverpool. Hand him over, hand him over, hand him over,
Nova
Newcastle.
Manchester.
But I
That
mean,
game
I
was
still think
crazy.
your defense was weak, to be very honest. Like it felt shaky at times.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Our defense was shit. We still won.
Kirk,
Still won
Kirk
because
is
you
in
have
command.
amazing.
The most
Your,
shocking part for me was after going 10 men, like after going to 10 men down, they equalized 2 goals.
yeah,
Yeah, and we just need to be better at defending these fucking set piece long throw this bullshit. Like we
Long
just need
crosses.
to be good at defending set pieces. Like because from open play they had like one shot that Anthony Gordon like headed over the bar, but other than that, like I don't think Allison had too much trouble. And Kirkis had that oh my god, what was he trying to do against Bruno?
Seriously, I will
I
never
will
understand.
not understand. That defending was shambolic. Other than that, I think he didn't stop a lot of crosses from like Ilanga or something. But at the end of the day, nothing came from it. Like our kryptonite is set pieces. Like that is literally our problem right now.
Yeah,
I think more than set pieces, it is also going to be like right now it is set pieces. But if this continues, it the problem increases because if you don't have a good defender, everyone tries to cover each other.
Margehi is coming. Margehi is coming. He's coming.
are you sure?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
coming. Doesn't want to come back to Chelsea. He's already said no to Manchester City. He only wants Liverpool. Guys, we have pulled this summer. Okay, let us enjoy.
Yep.
Let us enjoy. One
I
of
mean,
the best English defenders currently wants to play for us, and potentially one of the best strikers of the Premier League right now. Like, I mean, it's between him and Haaland. He also wants to play for us. Like, we have pull this summer. Let us have pull one summer.
Yep. Go ahead.
have the pull. We
Huh.
are not
We,
stopping that pull.
we literally lost an entire midfield to Chelsea. Let us enjoy this. He is coming. And Alexander Isak is coming. We won the derby. It was the Isak derby. Whoever winner gets Isak. We got Isak. We have to get Isak now.
Fabrizio hasn't posted anything anymore about
Where
this.
Fabrizio does not know anything. It's like either David Ornstein or Luke Edwards, great hope from Newcastle side, or like Ornstein and um, uh, Ben Jacobs. They are the best. Or Indy Kela. Apparently, he has been like that account has been killing it this transfer window. So
They're the best regarding to Liverpool and Newcastle. Other than that,
Luke
Fabrizio is the
Edwards
goat.
and Craig Hope are for Newcastle, and then Ben Jacobs and Ornstein for Liverpool news.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we get those two, we'll be good. But also,
Let's
can we
talk
talk
about
about
Rio.
how
Rio.
good Zoboslai? Yeah, Rio, though, of course. But how good Zoboslai was at right back? Can we talk about it? Like Zoboslai at right back, he's so good.
It's a good.
He blocked couple of Anthony runs into the box, no?
Yeah,
Like inside the six-yard box.
Barnes, not Anthony. Ilanga was the other side. He blocked Barnes.
Anthony Gordon, maybe.
Oh, Gordon played through the middle. He was
He
best
blocked
right
him a
back.
couple of times.
Did he? Oh yeah. Okay, so like this is how bad Konate was. Like there were literally times when Zoboslai was like centrally defending. Like Konate was absolutely bad. And
But
again,
if you
I
like
have
you
my sympathies towards like maybe he's also struggling and everything, but like we need Markehi.
you
Not
have
like
two bad defenders, right? Kerkez and Konate. So
I
Gehi,
think Andy Robertson to start against Arsenal. We need Andy Robertson to start against Arsenal.
But like he's slow now.
I don't care. Saka's not there. It's Noni Madueke on the left, on the right wing now.
Hmm. He is fast though.
yeah, that's what I was actually thinking. Is will Robertson be able to pick the
No,
pace?
but I'm talking about effectiveness. Is he effective?
Also,
Yeah, but I mean,
But we
the
also
pace.
have Allison, and
he,
the who's the left side centre back? Virgil van Dijk there.
so he will basically run to the corner and then win a corner and then set piece FC might be dangerous.
No, we just let him run. He will expect a tackle. We just don't tackle him. He will run the ball.
That's not
Goal.
what Andy
But it go
Robertson
no, no,
does.
but it goes for goal kick. Get we make them think that it is going to be a corner, but it goes out for goal kick. That's the big play. I'm not saying we can't defend. Like it's not like if Arsenal get 10 corners, then we'll concede 10 goals. I'm not saying that. It's just that more often than not, we are conceding set piece goals. So,
Yeah.
yeah. It's okay, man. We can still outscore our opponents. Like, while it takes time for our defense to settle, I would rather also risk starting Leone, man. Other than, like, Konate, fuck off. I will start Leone. It's at Anfield. It's not a hostile environment. Like, why not? Why not? If you can trust Rio and Gumoha, like, play him 45 minutes.
Learn from Barca. Play the kids.
Play the
Yep.
kids. Yeah, yeah.
Did you watch the
If we
Barcelona
can
game?
win a trophy against Chelsea with our kids, why can't we have one kid among like 10 outfield players? Like why not?
Yeah. And to answer you, Neil, I don't watch Barca games. I only watch get the score.
I
I watch
watched the
the.
game. It was fun. 3-2
Oh
you
yeah,
won.
yeah, yeah. Inshallah, kids played well. It's
Mhm.
we have a proper under 19 United like squad
Oh,
out.
apparently Chelsea wants money for Rio and Gumoha now. They're like we
How
deserve
is that
compensation
possible?
for.
How is that?
Apparently there is a panel who hasn't given a ruling on it. It has been going on since a year since he joined us, but Chelsea thought that what we did was wrong and they deserve compensation for Rio and Gumoha. But
Then पैसे दे दो और क्या चाहिए?
नहीं then क्यों दे हम छोड़ो he left. He left. He came on his own volition.
But you were spying on our academy.
We just told him, hey, have you heard of this club called Liverpool? And then he just went home and Googled it. Like, what the fuck? We didn't have to do anything. You don't have a pathway for kids to come into your first team. We don't have to do anything. All we have to do is, yeah,
I
you
saw
have the
today only.
option. You have the option to play for the first team. What are your examples? Trent Alexander-Arnold, Jarrell Kwanzaa, Connor Bradley. All of them play for our team, first team.
We have more. Uh, Levi Colwell, Trevor Chalobah.
Not at your club right now, Chaloba.
Chalobah is at our club. What are you talking about?
Oh, you sent him and then you brought him back because you ran out of decent defenders. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Great way to pitch to Rio and Gumoha. This is how you get to stay.
that we
When our
didn't pick
club is
this score.
signing winger after winger after winger, you, a left winger, this is your way into the Chelsea first team. We will sell you to Crystal Palace and then call you back when we run out of like decent wingers. If Estevao is not wowing enough. Ah. It's okay. We all have our own wonder kids now. That's good. You have your our Brazilian wonder kid, we have our English wonder kid. Everybody's happy. Stop crying.
When was I crying? I just said we need
Just
compensation.
sell
I said,
Jackson to Newcastle. They're literally begging for a striker.
but we need 100 million.
Why? If you like, just sell him for 50. Strand Larson said 10 million come karo, this case. The sale will happen tomorrow.
Why would we do that? Because there's so many suitors. Newcastle नहीं करेगा कोई और कर लेगा. Bayern Munich are in talks with Nicholas Jackson over personal terms right now.
And in Kunku also, no?
Nkunku का शायद नहीं होगा पता नहीं.
Oh, happy and Kunku to you. Oh my god, deadline day loan to Arsenal. Christopher and Kunku incoming. It's
Might
gonna
as well.
happen. Yeah. Yeah, so Rio, awesome. And like, not enough people are appreciating the dummy from Soberslai. Like, he literally left it for Rio. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good.
And he knew that he was behind, na?
No, he just understood that Salah meant it for somebody else because of the force that he hit it with. Because even if he tried to see behind, he wouldn't have because he had a man on him. He wouldn't. He didn't have time to see. He just saw how hard Salah hit that pass, and he was like, "There is no way that pass is meant for me." So he left it for whoever was behind, and it was Rio, and Rio was the perfect
That was
finish.
just a hopeful pass from Salah. He didn't mean it for you.
No, he meant it for Rio. Rio was there already.
Ha, but it was Zobo's brilliance that he left it.
It was
He knew
not
somebody's going to
so.
be. Yeah,
It was not
it
for
is.
Zobo. He would not hit it that hard if it was for Zobo. Zobo and Salah were very close together.
Not
No,
really.
Zobo would have had to take a first time shot, and he, anyways, had a defender on him. So it would have been very difficult for Zobo to, anyway, shoot it. He left it for him because he anticipated that Salah's pass was
Ah,
not meant for him.
it's two way of both ways of looking at it, right? It was
Zobo
Zobo's.
is awesome. Conclusion is the
Ah,
same. Zobo is
exactly.
awesome.
Salah had a stinker of a game, still got an
No,
assist.
Salah did not have a stinker of a game. What are you talking about?
What did he do?
He got an assist. He got us the winner. He set up the winning goal. What did he
But
do?
what
He set up the
else?
winning goal. He
What
set up
else
the
did he
winning
do?
fucking goal. He had shots. He was creating, and like we were not able to convert. But like other than that, what first half we just wanted Newcastle to tire themselves out, which they did. And then Anthony Gordon got a fucking card, and then he scored two more. Like, ignorant. Like last year, everybody was like Liverpool too dependent on Salah, and now we are scoring goals without Salah. So now you're saying Salah had a stinker. Salah did not have a stinker. Like the whole plan is that to not need Salah.
Hmm.
Salah did not. He still got an assist. You're just sad because he just got an assist. You're just spoiled by last season because you need points, and that's why you captained him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you're mad. Salah did not have a stinker. Salah is literally responsible for killing 2 out of 2 competitive games this season.
Mm-hmm. 4-2 and 3-2.
Yep.
He had assists in both the games, right? Not a goal.
No, a goal in the Bournemouth game and assist in the Newcastle
Assist.
game. Even Chiesa has gotten a goal. Even Rio has gotten a goal. Like our front line is good, and we are looking to add Isak to it. Oh, I'm
Do you
so
think
happy.
the Isak deal happens now? Like
Yeah, yeah,
5 days left.
yeah. It'll happen.
They might, just fuck him in reserves. नहीं चाहिए
Yeah.
उनको पैसा. जाने तो डील भी नहीं होने देंगे वो लोग.
Okay, then
That's exactly
fuck.
what I was thinking.
Yeah, so then fuck yourself over. Like, say goodbye to any young player who would want to come to you. Like, this is playing out in public. It's not like Newcastle are doing it behind closed doors or some shit like that. Like, this has been the most talked about story in this entire fucking summer window. And like 5 weeks of this, Isak kaha jayega, kaha jayega, kaha jayega, and you don't think anybody else is looking at this? I don't
Yeah.
care. We will pivot. I listen. If Isak is on the cards for us, if we are making a play for Isak, so I am not buying into this whole narrative that current attacking depth is okay for us. There is going to be a cutoff point for Liverpool that if by this time we don't have a deal in place for Isak, we are going to get another body, or we might not let Harvey Elliott leave. But like Liverpool will have a plan B, and I don't care, man. We will still win games. I don't have a problem with that. You want to give us Isak, you don't want to give us Isak, I don't care. But you're not helping yourself. You're not helping your club's image. You're not helping your PSR. Uh, you're not helping anything. You're not helping your chances for doing anything in the Champions League. You're not helping yourself. The only, if your pride and ego is so much that you would rather destroy everything than just let the man go and invest in your team, like that's on you, of course.
अभी
Take
तो
it.
टाइम भी जा चुका है इन्वेस्ट इन योर ओन टीम. They should have done it earlier, na. They
Should
were
have,
just being stupid.
should have, should have.
अभी तक तो कोई तो मिल जाता है उनको प्लेयर स्ट्राइकर.
I don't know.
All the strikers are gone now.
But there are clubs who have done that. Like even if they have if they get the striker, they might not sell Isak. Like we've seen Madrid do this so many times,
But they're
where James
Madrid,
wanted to go.
Shakuni. The
But
rules are
no, no,
different,
no.
and they have their
This is
revenues
just an example.
crazy. But their revenues are crazy,
This is just an example. Like
and I don't know
and I don't think
space.
Newcastle needs money. Newcastle does not need money. They have
Newcastle
money.
have rich
They
owners. They don't have PSR room. Like
they
they
don't have
may have
revenue.
they don't have revenue, so they need player sales because they're not investing in their academy. They're not trying to generate more revenue from like stadium ticket sales or whatever, and like they
But
need player
I've
sales.
seen this. I've seen the Middle Eastern owners be petty. Like you've seen this happen to Mbappe. You've seen this happen so many times with so many
Again, the
players.
examples
And
you're seeing are like literally about a team that can like literally give every single player 350K a week and not have a problem. Like they have
yeah,
immense money and their rules are different. Premier League, they need money for PSR.
Yep. Maybe the rules are changing next year, no?
Huh, and like it's not just about like the Premier League PSR rules. It's also about UEFA. Like if they want to play in Champions Leagues, they have to satisfy UEFA rules also. So
Which are more stricter.
they are stricter. So sure, if you want to do that, I mean, don't care. But either way, I'm pretty sure Liverpool has a plan B.
yeah. I mean, I think that the Plan B option is a much open option right now. I don't see the Isak deal happening right now because
He's
it's like,
he's had like the CEO or somebody like go to his house and be like, bro, aja na, khel lena Newcastle ke liye. Like they've literally done that. No player should be bigger than the club, but Newcastle are making Isak so much bigger than the club. And like I'm so happy we got the win because we were like, baby, Isak or no Isak, we still winning. We are still winning. Might be scrappy, but we are still winning.
Yep.
So 130, 135 million,
So
the deal gets done in the next 2-3 days. If not, we going to get another option like Fofana or something. And we'll get Isak either
I
in
would
this.
say that that would be a better deal because
yeah,
150 million is too overpriced.
No,
He's
it's going to be 130 or something, and like we gotta pay good bucks. Like, who are you to tell me it's too pricey, Mister? We bought Caicedo for 115 million. One
he's
summer we
good.
are doing this. One summer, and we've also generated 200 million around in sales of our players. Let us do it. Let us have it, okay? Please.
Yeah, but I'm saying Isak is not worth it.
Yeah, I don't see
I'm
the
not
hype
saying you can't do it.
converting.
You go ahead, do it. It's okay. मेरा पैसा थोड़ी जा रहा है.
मेरा भी नहीं जा रहा.
But Isak is not worth
Exactly.
150, man. Come on.
But I never said that it is going to be 150. I'm telling you it's going to be 130, 135 million, and
Ah,
you
so he's
are
not
not
even worth
agreeing to
150.
that.
Yeah, he's not even worth 130.
Well, you are trying to sell Nicholas Jackson for 100 million. So, like, I mean, I don't know what is right in this market. I'm sorry. But you
This,
don't get to sit here and tell me that 130 million for Isak is overpriced. But you're trying to sell Nicholas fucking Jackson for 100 million.
seller
I'm
will always
sorry.
bump up the price,
No,
na?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He is the second
नया
highest goal scorer of
चेल्सी को
last
नया
season.
होटल बनाना है.
Yes,
Chelsea has to
he's
make
the
a new
second
hotel.
highest goal scorer of last season, and you're telling me Nicholas Jackson 100 million is a good deal, but 130 Isak is nah 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 nah.
It's a good deal for
Yeah,
us,
it's a good deal for
not the
you.
one person. Yeah, not the person who's
He,
But
buying.
he is against.
but this is the problem, because if you go to like these online communities and you look at the fucking Newcastle fans being like, oh, if Nicholas Jackson is worth 100 million, Isak is easily worth 150. It is because of these stupid amounts of money that everybody is paid this window. It's literally why we got the money we got for Diaz, because you're like, if Elanga went for 55, Luis Diaz is 80. It's
I,
literally.
I, I thought Nunu would get you more money though. You let him go for 50?
Yeah, we just had to cut our losses. I mean, as long as on book value we made profit, which I'm pretty sure we did, because it's like 3 years of Darwin Nunes. We bought him for 75, 80 something. Yeah, so 2 years of thing, so like 32, and then we made like around 18 million profit. That's fine. We had to cut our losses, so it's fine.
Yep. Ronaldo still can't win a cup. That Super Cup
Fine.
thing, I just read it was so funny. Actually, Al Hilal was
Yeah,
supposed to play in that tournament, and they have won the last three tournaments.
yeah.
But for mysterious reasons, they said they'll not play. Then Al Ahly was taken for that match. The referee who was supposed to be the referee was again kicked out because he once gave Ronaldo a red card, and they still couldn't beat him. They lost on penalties. 5-3.
Apparently, he scored his 100th goal in Saudi.
100 goals without a trophy.
He's like so
102. It is 102.
he's like making it more and more evident that he's not up there
I
with
mean, like,
Messi.
Ronaldo fans don't come at me, but that is literally like small dick energy. I'm sorry, but like, you are so fucking insecure.
मेरे डिस्को भी चल रहा है रे.
I don't know, it's your fucking lights.
It's not, no, my light is okay, perfectly fine.
It's the smoke detector. That blink is the smoke detector blink.
Okay, so we'll leave Neil to party at fucking 12 in the night. Uh, until next weekend. I
Yes.
had a lot of fun. This was easily the most stressful watch along I have ever done. I was live on YouTube.
Yeah,
I was shouting
watched
like
it afterward.
crazy. I have not apologized to my neighbors if I was too loud, because I don't fucking know them. But if
She's
you
like,
want to watch me lose my fucking mind, come and join us for Liverpool versus Arsenal. If Konate is playing the same way, it is pretty much going to be
she was
similar.
literally screaming, "Bring Rio on! Bring Rio
No, because
on!"
like Rio and Harvey Elliott are standing there, and then like it's like corner after corner after corner, and Arne Slot is like, nah, they have to defend. I can't disturb that, and I'm like, I get it, but like time is running out, and like Go and watch haters' reactions, like a compilation of Liverpool haters' reaction, like fan reaction hub or something. The amount of United fans who have cried about the like 11 minutes added. First of all, Joe Linton got injured, Tonali got injured, like there were so many injuries and everything. But literally, we have a term for it, United fans. It's called Fergie time. You do not get to cry about Fergie time winners. I am sorry. It's called Fergie time for a reason. Fuck the fuck off. It's our time. Battle relegation and just shush. You're not close to us. Just shut the fuck up and yeah, revel in your mediocrity. And I will just use your tears to garnish the next trophy that we win.
Nice. I like that line. But then you fumbled the mic.
I fumbled the
That was minus $1,000.
I
That
kept
was
my
minus.
hand
better.
like this on the table and like I just mic ko lag gaya and like
Mm. Okay.
okay. Until next game week. Bye.
Bye.
If you reached till here, thank you so much for watching. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click on the notification bell to always know when we post new content, and let us know your thoughts in the comments.